Yeah.
Wait. Now I need to book you right on. Oh my god.
So are we live, or are we on the stream starting now?
We're gonna be live. Yeah, since the stream deck isn't working, we'll have to wait.
Why isn't it working?
Not sure exactly. Well, Alex has all the assets for it, so he'd have to be the one to, yeah. But yeah, definitely be ready for whenever Bree has us live. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Nice to see you all. Hopefully we got everything set up well across Twitch and YouTube. Also, Bree will be joining us in a second. Having some issues with our stream deck, so Bree's starting everything manually today.
Like the good old times.
Yeah, exactly. Like back when we were in my parents' basement and we were all working off of like one folding table.
Exactly.
Lots of fun.
Good times.
No. So, welcome back, everybody. For the people that missed the start of the mini-series 2 weeks ago, it's okay because our mixer was turning on and off during the stream. So, did not miss an insane amount. But to make a long story short. Also, Bree, you good over there?
Yes.
Okay, bet.
Let's see if the audio is working on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Again, ad.
To keep a long story short, a crew of unlikely captains were called together by Captain Astelar across their different ships underneath his fleet. And having made their way together, all of them were introduced to several members of the crew. The chef, who they seemed to get along with fairly well, the doctor, or necromancer, who they seemed to butt heads with a little bit, the master gunner, who initially everybody
He's my
seemed to
favorite
like.
person.
Don't even.
And the crew and a few others as well. But as you guys were making your way throughout the ship, of course, with some antics going on throughout, Kroll saving one of your own shipmates boarding the ship, Cheeto generally asking for fish and pets, and Starcy making the captain very uncomfortable, and then being a little upset when you found out the captain had a daughter and a wife. And even more slightly upset when you realized that she is the one that you all chose to go with you on this.
Why did you do this? The fates are not on my side today.
Yeah.
I think it's going pretty good.
What's it called? Yeah, I guess since a lot of that audio, we're still going to be trying to save some of it for the YouTube, but since a lot of that audio is here or there, do you guys want to give a quick run through of your characters again really quickly?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I start. Hello, I'm Salty Starcy. My name is just Starcy though. So Starcy is a half-elf female cleric. Yay, average height, a little taller than average, maybe say 5'8". But she was essentially was an orphan, rescued by Captain Esteller, which he just kind of considered like a cool, okay thing. But she was like a, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me thing, and she has an attachment to Captain Esteller now. She has her own ship, not much of a crew. She has tattered clothing. She's a cleric of fate, so she's very much on the strings of fate, like this is this way because of this or this. And she has a deceased parrot that she still hears. Yes. That she will sometimes slip into the voice for.
Yes.
Just like kind of naturally, without realizing that she's doing it.
Very fun.
So that is Starcy.
Very fun. For Cheeto Binx.
I'm playing a character called Cheeto Binx. He is a catfolk, and his entire persona revolves around literally being a cat. He wants food, he wants affection, and he likes to show off sometimes. And he's very charming. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He just wants food.
Very cool. Did you say your character's like class and race already, by the way?
Yeah.
Half elf, cleric of fate.
Half elf cleric of fate. Got you. And then
I'm a rogue.
very cool. And then a catfolk rogue.
Yeah.
I'm Kroll, a deep gnome pirate.
There you go.
And he is a master fisherman with his trusty bow / fishing pole. He has a peg leg and is very worn down from the years, you can see. Hair very short, and yes.
Very cool. Very cool. So, as this party of 3, now 4, as along with all of you, you find a lantern woman as this is the time of the lanterns when their great empire is roaming throughout space, if as much, maybe sometimes a little bit more than the Gith. If you guys, the main campaign, familiar with those factions.
Yes.
But in the future, as their lights had been extinguished, not very much a common sight. For right now, seeing a lantern, fairly normal. That being said, yeah, as you guys are gathered here on this ship, your plan that you've come up with has been approved by the first mate, Captain Astelar's daughter, Poppy. Yes. You imagine just like bulging like veins in Starcy's neck of just like keep it together. As yeah, just angry looking, yeah. But yeah, as you guys all meet on the deck here, and Captain Astelar has kind of like brought you all back together. He has sent you off for a night of drinking, and you all find yourselves that night in the tavern. As in between the two of you, you guys see this lantern woman comes forward and puts her arms around both of you, which both of you guys raises, yeah, probably about the same-ish height. Yeah, but just like slinks the arms around both of you. You can see there's like the kind of like magically protected seal of deep speech, which I believe you recognized,
yes.
Across her mouth, keeping her from speaking whatever words of power, whatever things she has going on. But as she walks up to the two of you, yeah, just puts the arms around both of you and like signs over to the waiter to you know, get them a drink. But then just like kind of like nods and very much just like, you know, like eye contact between both of you. She's trying to like establish like a sense of understanding. Yeah, I guess in this moment, are either of you doing it?
Definitely Starcy's hands immediately go to her mouth to stop from hurling at the fact that Captain Astelar's wife is touching.
Sure.
Cheeto Binx's ears just go flat back, and his hair poofs up a little.
Yeah, you kind of get that animalistic sense of just like, oh, there's tension here. Like this is very wrong. And also like, I don't know, just like having her right here is just like, you know, Captain Astelar, he's like 20 feet tall, but she doesn't strike a terribly imposing figure. She's only like 5 foot, like 9 to, you know, maybe like close to 6 feet, somewhere around there. But still, just like, you know, arms around both of you, signals over for a drink. So yeah, definitely like a far less like, you know, massive like striking figure, but interesting in her own right. You guys can see like the black flames peeling off of her.
Still not better than me.
Over the course of the next 10 minutes, provided that neither of you guys try to stop this from happening, she's going to try and form a psychic link with you guys so that she can communicate with you.
Just them?
Just them for right now. I was going to say, what are you up to at the moment?
Probably also just ordering a drink.
Okay, cool. Got you.
Sit down.
Fair enough, yeah. You kind of like look up and around, like, you know, being a deep gnome, it's not the first time that you've been kind of like missed by some of the taller folk. But yeah, I will say make a performance check for me.
For what?
This is just to kind of like, this is a very kind of like packed, crowded bar, and you are a small statured man here. This is for a number of things.
Okay. Performance?
Yes.
11.
Okay. So it takes you a little bit of time, but you know, you eventually like yell up, you get an order in, you're going to try to get something over.
Hey.
And I would say like by the time that yeah, like after a little bit the bartender kind of like leans down and is just like, "Oh, right. Pleasure to meet
I
you."
get up on the stool like
Oh, you're not part of the normal crew. Pleasure to, and he kind of like looks over like your gear and just like, "Oh, you're captain.
Captain Kroll.
Captain Kroll. What ship you be serving with?"
I sail the Dirty Dragon.
The Dirty. Well, all right then. Interesting. I like that. You mind if I name a shot after that?
Don't mind.
Alrighty. I'll get to work on that. But for right now, Mr. Dirty Dragon, what can I get for you?
That's all right. I want the old grog.
The old grog? Alright, sounds good. And you can see he, like, immediately reaches back, takes this, like, old decrepit-looking keg, and just fucking taps it immediately right there. You can see, like, this thing is, like, there's, like, not mold, but, like, moss growing into it, and it's, like, waterlogged and a little bit rotten. Yeah, this is probably the oldest-looking keg you have ever seen. You're pretty sure the only thing that's holding this thing together is, like, prayer and, just, you know, like, the layers of, you know, just old ale that have kind of coated the inside and formed a natural adhesive.
Yeah.
Pours that immediately, the scent floods the entire tavern, And yeah, you are presented with your drink.
It's good.
Going back over to you guys, are either of you guys trying to stop? There's a clear intention with this. You guys can tell what she is trying to do. Are either of you?
I'll go.
I'm ready for the funny brain thoughts.
Okay, sounds good. So that's a yes from you. You are willing.
Do you happen to know sign language?
Oh, you're just asking this out loud?
Yes.
Yeah. I was saying she would sign back yes.
Okay.
Apologies, I don't actually know sign language. So.
Of course.
Is this American Sign Language?
Sapphiran sign language.
Sapphiran Sign Language.
So Starcy will kind of then with the response happening, like, so we could do that if you would like. If you don't want to be in my head, that would be okay.
Just kind of sends you like an inquisitive look, of which, like, you know,
Do you
she's.
know sign language? That's besides the point.
I'm gonna. Since we didn't establish this, I'm gonna say let's roll a d20. 10 or higher, you do know sign
I
language.
don't know sign language.
You want to say you just straight up
I
don't?
don't want to talk to her.
Okay, cool. I'm totally cool with that.
I do not know sign language.
Perfect. Yeah, we
no.
love those strong choices. Okay, perfect. Okay, make a deception check for me then,
Okay.
since that seems a little bit more fitting.
A 6.
A 6.
Yes.
Oh boy. Let's go ahead and
Get
just.
out my good dice. What the heck am I doing?
She's like, why does she hate
That was at
me?
least a 10.
Her insight is pretty good. She kind of just like
Oh no.
looks at you, and then the eyes just narrow slightly for a moment. Yeah, once again, you kind of get that animalistic instinct of like, oh, there's rising tension here, and
I'm ready to jump away.
yeah, so that's interesting. I'll say, right as this tension is beginning to like kind of grow unbearable, and you can see like racking her brain for a response. Kroll, you kind of like climb back up to your seat. You've got the grog. Immediately, both of you guys can smell this it's like moldy foot smell just wash over you guys. It's not good.
Cheeto just starts hissing at the air.
Like, bro. What is that?
It's grog. It's a good stuff. Like home.
Doesn't smell exactly like fish. Sorry.
Do I taste? And it like sloshes towards
Oh
you.
yeah. Actually,
Alright.
let's try some
There
together.
you go.
Sure. I'll get with you later.
Okay.
Go.
You can see, like, as Conduit waves a finger over, another thing of grog is passed over. I would say, since you're a half elf, I'm gonna say you probably have fairly delicate sensibilities. Make a con save for me.
Yeah, I'd say so. I don't eat things like this. I sneak in the kitchen and I have good food.
Right. And I'm not gonna make the DC too high because you have been
That's
sitting in food barrels for like hours and hours. So I'm keeping that in mind. A
That's
12.
Yes.
You don't throw up, but the feeling is there of just like oh, is it gonna go? Okay.
I started
But
shaking
you-
around a little bit.
Are you okay?
Awesome. Thank you. That was so good. I loved it.
Make another deception
Delicious.
check.
God.
You can make an insight check if you want to, or you can use your passive insight.
11.
Oh yeah.
I think you probably
So
beat it with your
good.
passive insight.
Is that just my perception
I'm
or?
excited for this adventure.
It should be, I believe that's 8 plus your insight score.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the general rule for passive.
Yeah, I beat it by 1.
Okay, cool. So just as a baseline, you know that she's like clearly gagging.
Yeah, you get used to it. Is
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Yes.
But yeah.
Keeps up with it.
Conrad also just like takes it, kind of like slams it back. Also tries to like stares you deeply in the eyes for a minute, and you get the same sense of like, oh, she's trying to like establish a psychic connection.
Yeah.
It's not the weirdest thing you've ever, like, you guys have seen this before in the Astral Sea.
Yeah.
So you two are willing. You're not willing?
Is Captain Stellar around?
No. What's it called? He usually parties out on the. He's a little big for the tavern. Like sometimes he will come in here under the effects of a reduce spell to party for a little bit, because at that point he's only like 10 feet tall. But yeah, for the most part he stays and parties out on the deck.
Damn it. How hard would it be to find him for a second? Very
not-
quick.
I was gonna say
not long.
not hard to find him. little bit harder to get him alone, probably.
You should walk out and be like,
no,
oh, there
that's
he is.
okay.
Yeah, no, you walk out like
I will yell at his face. This
Yeah.
is
even on a massive ship like this, he's a giant.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'll go try to find him real quick.
Sure. Yeah, you can see he is in a circle of a bunch of dwarves that are currently like in the middle of both like playing drums. You can see a few of them are playing other instruments. They're kind of like dancing around each other, and you can see he is just like hoisting back cup after cup. I'm gonna turn on some more lively music for this.
Oh.
But yeah.
Cheeto's gonna slowly follow behind to make sure she's okay because Cheeto gets the feeling that she doesn't drink often.
Okay, got you.
I'm totally fine.
Ooh, Magic Tavern. Let's do that one. Oh, none of these are like upbeat enough. Let's see. That one should be good. So yeah, as you guys are kind of like all out like walking out here, are you following too, or are you staying in the tavern?
Is
Conduit's still there.
Yeah, I'll stay with Conduit.
Okay, cool. So we'll come back to you in a minute. Yeah, the two of you walk out, and you can find Captain Astelar fairly quickly. How far back are you pacing?
Far back enough for me to be stealthily following.
Ooh, make a stealth check.
Yes, I love this part.
A pretty high
Okay.
passive perception, but we'll say that's clouded a bit
20,
right
right?
now.
Yeah, and I will
That's
say,
not it.
maybe, I don't know, kind of good luck beating his.
Stealth.
Oh yeah, rogue. My
Let's
impressive
see.
perception is 20.
Mine's
I
24.
think the lowest he can roll is above that.
18.
Okay, and is that below? What's the lowest you can roll?
10.
Oh,
Or, no,
okay.
11, sorry, because you can't roll a 0.
Right. Okay. Oh no, but like because of your reliable talent,
Right, so it's 11 plus whatever you got.
so it would be, I believe it's 10 for your reliable talent
Oh,
plus
10
your
plus your roll.
bonus,
How does that work?
if I remember correctly. I believe it's for a, let's see here, for a check that you are proficient with. Let me see here, 11th level ability.
Oh, so you can roll a 10 lowest on
There
the
we
dice.
are.
Right, basically.
Okay, so any roll of 9 or lower, you treat it as a 10.
Gotcha.
So the lowest you
So-
can roll is
So
a 10.
this would be a 10, so it'd be a 20 actually.
There you go.
20, and
So
what's
the
your,
lowest you can roll is 20.
That's not on my character sheet.
But I'm not
should be on there, reliable talent?
Uh,
I think I put it under the
That's pretty awesome.
It's not under features and trait. Oh wait, no, there it is.
Okay, there you go.
This needs like bolding or something to separate these.
I can bold that afterwards.
I'll do it.
But yeah, I'd probably, like I said, a little bit lowered right now.
Okay, got you. So yeah, as you guys make your way over, you can make your way up to the captain. You can see they're in the middle of like having this like bright upbeat festival as these dwarves are all kind of like dancing around. You did not see any of these dwarves over the course of today, by the way. You do not know where they came from.
Oh wow.
But yeah,
Fucking.
as that is happening, you see he just like finishes pounding back whatever this drink is that he has, sets it down on the side. This cup is probably like half the size of you.
Oh god.
And he just kind of like,
I'll just yell up.
yeah, he just kind of like leans back down towards the two of you and just says, "Ah, good to see you again, friends. Are you enjoying the night?"
Me too.
Oh yeah, stealthy.
Oh, actually,
Oh.
no, just to you.
Oh, okay.
was
Yeah,
gonna
kinda,
say.
If I need to catch his attention, I'll be
I was
like,
doing a good job sneaking.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
But yeah, just says, "So, are you enjoying the night?"
No, not at all. I have a question for you.
You can see he kind of like looks. The dwarves kind of like look over and give you a weird look. He just kind of like steers you away from them for a moment and just says,
Ah, mind your business. Okay.
"Make an intimidation check."
Okay.
Oh shit.
Sure, Pisces has the good
Ooh.
12.
12, just 12.
12 again.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got you. I mean,
Confused.
yeah. It's pretty middle of the way. They're just like, what? Okay, like not worth the trouble. They look away. Captain Axel just leans down.
We
Is
need
there-
to renegotiate very quickly the benefits of this mission.
Oh well.
I'm going on this mission because I thought I was going to earn your trust. But it seems that in the process, you have lost all of mine.
Oh my goodness.
As he looks down, you can see there's this look of like genuine confusion and like, not concern, but like I don't know, interest, I guess, like in his eye of just like, what are you talking about? But it looks down like confusion for a moment, single eye furrowed. It just says, I'm afraid you're going to have to explain.
I can break it down for you.
Oh, right.
I am
Okay.
going on a mission with your wife. Do you know how awkward that is for me? Incredibly awkward, Captain.
How did you even find out about that?
Insight. That's why.
You should have told me yourself. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I've barely talked to you before today.
So, Captain, we're going to need something more than your trust.
We? All right.
Have you talked to the rest of your companions
Talk to
about
them
this?
often.
Make another deception check for me. Man, Starcy is really lying today.
That's what happens when...
Stop fucking lying.
15.
Okay. Okay. He's
Shaken,
just
not
like
stirred. I guess that's how it happens when you're stuck.
it's
You're kinda
reasonable.
glad.
It's reasonable enough. The saying of like, oh, I talk to them all the time. It's just like, okay, sure. He doesn't immediately like push back on you on that. But yeah, continue.
Oh, yes. So, gonna need you to sweeten the pot, Captain.
And how would you expect me to do that?
A monologue. Starcy's thought immediately goes to a hidden marriage, but that's not possible. We go back. Just, maybe if our ships were closer, or,
What do you want to spot on the Vanguard?
Vanguard?
The fleet of ships that directly protects my own.
I'm not on that. Yes, that would be amazing.
You know, you guys are from like
Like the
sort of
outs?
the outer fleet, yeah. Yeah, and you would know, like these would be like elite ships of like highly trained, like either warriors, monks, assassins that would be on the Vanguard. Yeah. So there's that.
I want that very badly. They may or may not want it. I think leave it open for them.
Very well. Fine then. But if you all are going to agree to serve in the Vanguard, I will need your signatures of... There is a more, shall we say, eternal loyalty that the Vanguard swear.
You already have that from me.
I thought... Never mind. Just, if you and your companions are on the same page and you wish to sign that sort of contract, then I would be agreeable to it, if you can prove yourselves.
Okay. Now, Captain, I'm now going to go back. I'm going to speak to your wife. I'm not going to like it.
You
but
don't
I'll do it.
have to. Just... I'm going to go drink. And he turns around.
Oh. No, I'm doing it!
Okay. So you walk back.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you tell these guys about this conversation?
Yeah.
I'm on my
but
third
not the
mug of
other
grog,
part.
by the way.
Just
Okay.
Just that he
Make a con
offered us.
save.
Okay.
These are big people-sized mugs.
Okay. Yeah.
Cheeto feels like his control over his life is slowly eroding.
Okay.
13.
13. Okay, you're pretty sloshed.
I don't know.
Cheeto, are you having anything here?
Cheeto is terrified.
Okay, cool. I will say, yeah, the bartender, after a moment, just kind of like leans down and just like hands you a small can. And just, kind of walks away. You immediately like peel it back open. It's just a bunch of sardines.
Yeah, he's just eating it, just like.
Yeah, as you're doing that in the corner. Yeah. You walk back, so you tell these guys this.
Just that, hey, Captain magically offered us a spot on the Vanguard if we would like to take it. It's his inner group of protecting ships. You have
Okay.
to sign your life away, essentially.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I don't
You
want
can
to
think
sign
about
my
it.
life
You
away.
can,
The only reason he agreed because he's drunk and doesn't understand.
That's all that I say, though.
All right, cool. You get the sense also he made this offer with like a take it or leave it. Like you would not all have to
Oh.
take this. You can choose to if you want
I'm
to.
agreeing right
If
now.
not,
Mhm.
Is there a deadline?
probably just when you
Sure, we
get
have
back
that.
you can decide.
Okay.
But yes,
If we get back.
that is the thing too. But yeah, for the sake of brevity, we'll say that you guys have a merry night into the night. Are you trying to talk to Conduit at all before you guys go to bed?
I'll connect.
Okay, cool. I will say
I
at
just
one
thought
point,
something.
all of the...
What if Conduit doesn't make it back?
Oh my god. Why would you put that out there?
Because it's
I'm about to be
funny.
a part of something terrible.
Fair enough. You can see as her mind, all of you can immediately feel. It's like, you know that feeling when you guys, like, do you guys know that feeling like when you're about to pass out, when everything kind of like darkens and focuses in for a moment?
Sure.
It's like the opposite of that. Like this pathway opens up, and there is just this brief window into Conduit's mind, just enough for, words and emotions to kind of come through.
No emotions.
No emotion. Yeah, just sociopath. No. But yeah, as you all kind of like move to a back corner of the bar, you hear the voice come through. It's wonderful to meet you all. You are captains of high regard, as I understand.
That's correct.
Kind of like looks through you one to one. And sees you pretty sloshed.
Cheeto looks up at her and goes. He just meows at her.
Book.
She gives some pretty good pets based on the animal handling roll.
Oh, an animal handling roll?
Yes.
Yes.
But you can see the voice just kind of is just like, like there's an acknowledgement and like, oh, right, well, nice to meet you, like towards your direction, Kroll.
Oh, yes.
And then there's just like this feeling of like guarded but like gentle affection over towards you. But then like over towards your direction, you hear the voice come through. Right, I'm sorry if there was any miscommunication or anything earlier. I'm not the best at speaking, as it were, without this connection, so you're just staring at...
Ah! Starcy has to process this moment. Thank you, Pisces. Okay,
You
yes.
see, she waves a waiter over to bring another drink.
Oh, no, we're good. We're good with that.
She continues to wave it over.
Oh. Are we also speaking
I'll
to
take
mind
another.
right now?
Speaking to mind, so with this,
Okay.
you guys all feel this kind of like psychic like network open up between the four of
Yeah,
you.
they're just like
Wow.
locking eyes, and you're just reacting like.
Yeah. No, so you guys are all kind of
All
like...
you hear in my head is...
It's like speaking aloud, but like on a different channel, essentially.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Still stay.
But yeah, she's just like, right. So I don't exactly know what the deal is there, so that's fun.
I don't know either.
Right. Well,
Here?
I just wanted to sort of introduce myself properly and say that, of course, I've been on many missions for the captain, and I will have your backs, as I hope you will have mine. And this is said to be one of the most dangerous missions the captain could send us on. Yes, he seemed a bit relieved that you all picked me. And you all seem capable, if a bit odd. So,
Yes, we're
I got this. And
extremely capable. We could have picked anyone, just so you know.
I take my bow and I switch it to the fishing pole and just knock over a bunch of grog.
Oh,
I
there
got
you go.
this.
Yeah, you see the drink that she was waving over. You just and just kind of like whip it back. I guess make a survival check for me.
Okay.
Before this happens, Cheeto just gives her a slow blink.
Okay.
Yes.
Make a performance check for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure I can.
Oh, you're proficient in that, aren't you?
Fuck. I rolled a 1, but I'm very proficient, so
Oh,
that's a
no.
14.
Well,
No,
the
but
lowest,
one
the
is
lowest,
a- that's
the lowest
a-
you can roll is a
oh.
10. You can't
Oh.
crit fail on skills you're proficient in.
Oh, you're
shit.
proficient 'cause
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
rogue.
so that's a
Normally that's a
10.
crit low though.
Yeah,
so it'd be
rogues,
just
like their entire thing is just they're good with their skills.
23.
23, yeah. So crit failed, you got a 23.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I was like, normally it's just a no.
This is
No ad.
broken as fuck. Are people gonna be mad at me for this?
No, like
it's,
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
rogues,
Okay.
in that way, rogues are meant to be broke, but they don't have
Yeah.
spells. They don't have like anything
Right.
else.
Unless
so-
you're an arcane trickster.
Unless you're, but then it's like they're shit with almost everything else. Either way,
Got you.
I rolled a 3, got 17.
17. Ooh, fuck. Yeah.
I'm double
I'll say,
proficient in
if you want to do like a trick with like these two things, like your hooks go out and into like the corners of these two things of grog, these like bone cups that
Yeah.
are there. I think the word's like flagons.
I was like,
Oh.
like swirl the thing and like hook it, bring it back, and it was like perfectly right in
Oh, yeah.
front of them.
Yeah, absolutely. As you just like, and you immediately pull it back down onto the ground. You can see that immediately, like she picks one up and just like holds it out to you,
Oh yeah.
and it cheers as well. And then just like you can see, interestingly enough, drinks straight through the seal as the physical matter seems to pass right through it.
I see.
Interestingly enough, but yeah, she just kind of like looks back
Yeah,
across.
Without the mouth opening?
Yeah.
The mouth does open behind it, but yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah.
Very impressive with the bow.
Thanks.
With that, she just says, "It will be good to work with you all over the course of the next, however long this takes." So.
Yes, hopefully as short as possible.
Right. She fully takes a second, acknowledges that, and then just moves right past it.
Yes.
So, I'm going to go and get some rest, but I will see you all in the morning.
I should get some rest too.
Yes. Just right there.
Yeah.
How old is Kroll again?
I don't really think I have an official age.
I got you. Is he?
He's an older gentleman, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the go to bed by 7 type of older gentleman.
Maybe like by 8.
Okay, I got you. Okay, cool.
Cheeto sticks around to patrol and protect him in his stupor.
I got you. And aside from some dwarves coming up and kind of drunkenly sloshing around him and then just poking him a little bit, no one really messes with him. Normal just kind of bar shenanigans. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll say you guys can all retire to your places for the night then. Want to just sleep right in the bar? That's an option.
Unless someone moves me.
I don't think anybody's gonna immediately try to, unless
Okay.
Cheeto, you wanna.
Is that something I'm capable of?
You could move him, yeah. I was gonna say he's a gnome. He's tiny. That would be like picking up a
Oh
toddler.
yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
No
sure.
offense.
Sure, I'll go eat
I'm a
him
buff
to his bed.
toddler.
Like picking up a buff toddler. Yeah. So make an athletics check for me, just to carry him around.
I'm not proficient, and I rolled a 1.
Roll a 1 again?
Yeah, I'm unlucky today.
my God.
So that's a
Where's
2.
the dice?
Weirdly enough, it kind of works in your favor. You drop him, and you see his eyes come open for a moment, but then you see his head just poof onto the back of the floor. He just is now unconscious on the ground. So, in an essence, you've still succeeded, just the wrong way.
That's not success. You lied to me.
I mean,
I'm not in
he's
the room.
lying down and unconscious, and that's kind of what you want.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
There you go. That's what
I was going to
what's
usher him
happened.
gently to the back. I guess this is revenge for you throwing my body into the ocean when we were playing raft. Or running around the island with
Oh,
it.
right.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, for the sake of brevity, you guys eventually find your ways to sleep for the night.
Give Kroll a concussion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you wake up in the
I was
morning.
not a good sounds.
You get a long rest. You're fine.
Very cool.
So that's fun. In the morning, you are all gathered back to the main dock, where, from across the ship, you can hear Captain Astelar's voice just booming out, "Crew, captains, to me." And from wherever you are, bar floor, patrolling, I'm assuming you get at least some sleep for the night. You can sleep in most places. And then,
I would probably just sleep on the floor next to him if I wasn't able to get him to the.
okay, so you wake up with a cat next to you.
Okay.
A room somewhere if there was a room.
There's plenty of rooms.
A room. Definitely room.
Ben, for the sake of brevity, you all make your way back to the main.
Is there bowls just full of water to splash my face with?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Will do. That's
Yep.
not right. 20.
Oh, 20. Yeah, you can find easily enough, off to the side, just some wash basins to splash your face in. All right, sounds good. Yeah, as you guys make your way to the main deck of the ship, the captain looks down at the 4 of you and just says, "So, are you all ready?"
Aye.
Hi, Captain.
Very good. Very, very
We all
hesitant
woke
crew.
up to the voice of our captain today. I'm sure we all enjoyed it equally.
Had a lot of
Alrighty.
grog last night.
The captain just looks down and just gives a fist bump, which is there you go.
I was like,
I was gonna say, yeah, we're right here. This one. Which truly looks like just it looks like if you just did like if this is your hand just next to a fucking boulder. Just yeah. So that's fun. But yeah, just looks down to the other 2 of you and she says, "Oh, very well then. I suppose let us be off. If you would just all gather to me within 10 feet, please." Okay.
Within
As you
2
guys all
feet.
come within 10 feet, you can see Conduit kind of just holds an arm around the legs. You can see the belt suddenly flashes with arcane energy. You all hear this as this whirlpool opens up. You see this starry sky kind of pattern opening up around you. You can see galaxies and constellations flickering throughout. And as you all are swallowed up into it, you find this moment of brief, cold, and not non-existent, but weird kind of compressed space before...
Like home.
I don't know what that means.
Like home.
Home. Oh, okay.
Like old.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought he said. That's why I was
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
is this like a monk teaching? I don't. Okay. But it's weird, almost like you guys are compressed to a single point and then like re-blossom outwards as a flower out of this artifact. As all of you find yourselves back up and now standing upon the lunar surface. Yeah, you all look out across it. You can see odd shapes and shadows in the distance, and weirdly, there's an odd, almost psychedelic sort of shifting to everything. Like the craters and rocky surfaces of everything are slightly shifting like gentle waves in the distance.
Cheeto just says, I haven't had enough catnip for this.
And Captain Astar is just like, we should have brought some of that for you. That is my apologies, dear cat.
I'll say after I teleported, just because she had an arm on his leg. I won't go that far, but I am touching my pointer finger to his shin.
Okay.
That's all.
To which you
Give a
actually...
little dwarven hello.
Not the dwarven hello. This is before the dwarven hello.
Yeah.
Before
So
the
it's-
dwarven hello.
perceived.
No, there's always been a thing. They're dwarvish, you know.
Oh, sure.
Who founded the dwarven hello?
It was the Haenetic dwarves. So this is way before the dwarves nuked themselves. So there's that.
Wow.
Yeah.
For
I guess we'll have to
George
establish.
Lost
here,
in
yeah.
dwarven history.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the dwarves had a nuclear annihilation happen, so that's fun.
I wonder why. Sorry.
Yeah, Valia.
Thanks, thanks, Valia.
But as for anyone who doesn't know on the camera, her old character's fault. The dwarves are dead. It's not your fault. Post story. It's all good. But yeah, you can see as that happens, the captain. You can see if there's a moment where these rings that are present on both Captain Astelar and Conduit's body both glow for a second. As you see, Captain Astelar comes under the effects of a reduce spell, and she
Oh,
goes
of
under one of
course.
a large spell. Yeah, but you can see.
no, just like no.
Oh, I get it. Because I was wondering that too.
No, what?
Did you not see my face when you started explaining that? I was just like sheer terror.
He's 20
I was
feet
like,
tall.
I was not
She's
going to
like
get into
5
that.
foot.
My height.
I was trying to get into like, oh,
That's
she's
how they
much
walk
less
up the
striking of a
beaches.
figure. Whatever.
Together.
But you can see, like, he reaches up and kisses her hand. You can see there's this deep kind of like look upwards, where they are just solely focused on each other.
I just go, meh.
And yeah, and there is,
My gaze is burning into their silence.
yeah. But as this happens, you see he leans back up for a minute. They both back up to their normal sizes. And Captain Lestro looks down and just says, "So, I trust that this shall be fairly simple. I've gotten you close enough to the location that you had all marked on your map and presented to Poppy, of course. And yes, almost forgot." And he reaches down and... Actually, no. Had you guys already been given the stone to call down something if
calling
needed?
Stone? Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
From the other guy.
Yes.
Multiply.
From Ossian. Yes.
Ossian.
The crew.
The crew.
The crew. Perfect. So never mind, yeah. I was going to say, you guys had already been given that, so that's good. Cool. So then he just, like, leans back up and just says, "Wonderful. So, entrance should be somewhere around here. If not, I hope at least one of you knows how to dig. Well, I will be leaving then." And you see he kind of like shifts his belt a little bit again, and whoosh, once again is immediately swallowed into this astral vortex and is gone. And the four of you are on your own.
Gotta get me one of those too. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna start looking around.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
yeah. Make an investigation check for me.
Oh, something I did want to try. My rod of Lordly Might.
The Rod of Lordly Might, yes.
Normally in its 6-button, Kim, help me read through it a little bit.
Yes.
Which is a natural magnetic north. Would there be that on this planet?
So much like in real life, these moons do not have ionospheres that would determine a magnetic north.
Okay.
However,
mean,
given the
It's magic, but it does say I think it uses like
I'm going to go ahead and say though, since
magnetism.
like the moons, these two moons are like demigoddesses, they would probably have a way to allow the magic to work fairly similarly. So I'm going to say that would still work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll take that out. And then go to Cheeto. Cheeto, did we have a map? You made a map, right?
The map is opened up.
So I'm gonna
Wait, can you speak in common, not English? Common?
Hi.
Oh yeah.
yes.
I've been speaking this entire time.
Yeah. I think
I see.
you just go into where you like to. Yes, exactly. Wow.
You could speak
I wish I did something like that. but
feline.
Nothing really.
Oh yeah.
I'm just always.
Well, you sound like a
Starcy.
parrot sometimes.
Bird.
What?
Bird time.
You sound like a parrot.
See, Conduit kind of like
It
nods
makes-
a little
it ma-
bit.
It makes me
I have,
wanna, makes me want to tackle you.
No, Pisces, but he's right next to me, so I see how it would sound like it was coming from me.
I don't see nothing.
But that's it's my parrot.
Nothing there.
You guys were talking.
Make an Arcana check for me, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say, Canada. I have
you-
to know there's
are you
some
playing
sort of
games with me,
bird.
Kroll? Are you?
I'm gonna
Also,
take out my fishing rod.
There's nothing like physically there.
No.
I'm
And
taking out my
sorry,
fishing rod and go
Arcana, yes.
and try to hit
shit.
the space.
9.
I'm
Nine?
gonna
I'm gonna say
try
with a
to
9
dodge
then.
it.
Like, you know how like cats have that weird sense of the supernatural? There's like something there of like immediately like you kind of feel your neck retract and the ears flatten. But like there's like there is something there. But with a 9, that's pretty much all you get.
He tried to attack my parrot,
Yeah.
so I dodged. I
Just
tried
the
to
space
dodge.
where. She said
Sure,
it was
make an
right.
attack roll.
I'm really low, but good thing we're like level 15.
This is true.
19.
19.
Oh wow, that would technically hit.
Is this a magical weapon?
Yes. Oops.
So right over the shoulder,
Hey!
you feel the end of the fishing
I
rod
didn't try to dodge it.
wrap around something solid up right above the
In my head,
shoulder.
I'm like, it's just gonna go through.
Immediately, you, Starcy, feel like a moment of panic, like you've just been constricted somehow.
What?
What is happening?
I don't know.
Let us go.
I'm gonna release
I start
it.
like pawing at like a little.
Can I release it?
You can release it, yeah.
Maybe there is something there.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Ah, I'm scared shitless. It's okay. God, Jesus.
I can't stay in character. It's too funny.
I'm just gonna go explore that way.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Your investigation
No
check.
problem. The
And
map.
then
I'm gonna look over the
Oh,
map
right.
with
Yeah,
Cheeto
the
to see if I can figure out
two
where.
of you, go ahead and make either a history or an intelligence check.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
And Conduit is going to make.
Ranger ability.
Conduit's actually going to use a spell to try and find the path.
History? History or intelligence?
History or intelligence.
Okay.
10.
I got an 8.
Okay, 8, 10. You guys are looking at the map, and like, yeah, it's a pretty decent map of the lunar surface, but like, there's something about the weird shifting of the topography that is really throwing you guys off. Yeah, honestly, you look at a hill and you're like, oh, that might be like the little divot there that it's marking to get into the. Oh no, but it could be that one. And then you kind of like look back and like, wait, where'd that hill go?
Oh.
And then you kind of like look and you see like the new craters like
Oh,
forming
what?
and depressing.
Oh wow.
Investigation for you.
16.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. Conduit kind of goes off to the side with you, and like just looks and just says, kind of like going back through psychically.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So I'm
Wait.
pulling up my supplies.
did you find the entrance that we were looking for? And you kind of like get a vague sense of just like, oh, like everything, like you focus and everything seems to stop shifting for you for a moment, and you notice a fixed spot that looks a little bit like a lip of rock that looks a little bit odd.
That way.
And as you pointed out, weirdly enough, you guys kind of like all notice that where he is like looking and focusing intently on, that shifting effect seems to stop, as if his cognition has somehow forced it into place.
Oh, strange.
Yeah.
It's like you're making the path for us.
But Conduit, at that point, now that a stable route has been created, casts Find the Path and is going to bring you all forward. That is a 6th level spell.
Oh,
But
nice.
that will be very useful for to start here. Brings all of you through these rocky wastelands. I need all of you to go ahead and Conduit is immediately going to like go ahead and like start moving like quietly across the surface as if there's danger present. Are you guys
I will stealth
Follow
as well.
Stealth.
Yes.
cool? Go ahead and make stealth checks, all of you. Ooh, okay. So Conduit's fine.
I'm so lucky I have that ability because I just rolled another fucking 1.
How?
I don't know. I even changed
Wow, it's a
dice.
different dice.
Isn't that 3 in a row?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh no, because you did the
Oh,
you did the
no, there
history.
was
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's 3
What
so
the
far.
fuck?
Well,
So yeah, that's a 10 plus, what was the check again?
Stealth.
Stealth. 20.
20. It's the lowest you can roll for
Yeah.
stealth, so you're good.
literally.
All right, bet. And then yeah, for you guys.
Well, I'm probably. Well, before the stealth check, can we say I cast a cantrip?
You can cast a cantrip.
Okay, I'm not the best in stealth, so I'm going to guidance myself
Oh, okay, got you.
for a D4.
I.
14.
Got you. So 14, 20, 22 for Conduit, and Conduit just rolled really fucking high. She doesn't even have that good of a bonus.
11.
And an 11. Okay, so
Stealth is.
all in all total average of about 17 or 18. Okay, cool. Not
Wait.
bad by any
Alright.
means. As you guys continue to make your way across the lunar surface,
Is it okay if I run and scout ahead?
honestly, with that stealth, yes, I'll say you can do that, and that would give all of you guys advantage on your stealth checks if you want to scout ahead.
Yeah.
That
Bet.
would be cool.
Okay. Well, Conduit didn't do any better, so I'm just gonna keep the 22.
Either did
We'll
I.
keep the same
Same thing for both of you guys.
ideal.
Okay, cool.
No.
Do I
Oh.
roll?
With stealth?
No, because you already
No, 'cause
succeeded
I
in your
already
scouting.
succeeded.
ahead.
16.
16, so a bit better actually. So that brings you. I'm gonna say that brings you up solidly to an 18 group stealth check, which is
Nice.
pretty fucking nice.
Yeah.
Scouting ahead, you do see. Oh, actually, we're gonna do our first couple of random encounter tables. So, I say for this, I'm gonna need 2 D100. So, do you guys want to each take part of a D100, and then Cameron, you can take a D100.
All right.
Yes.
So I'll do the 10 part. And then the. So this is going to be the singular number,
Okay.
and this will be the big number. So
This?
oh no, I'm gonna do. So essentially, you need 2 dice for a D100. One of these, the double,
This is the
digits,
double, right?
and the single. Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
do you want to
these
roll the
two.
double or the single? We're both gonna do one part of this roll.
Oh, okay. You already
I'll
got
let
the
you
same.
pick.
I got the single.
Okay, I will do the double,
Okay.
and then we shall roll.
0.
80. So that we got an 80
Yeah.
together.
80. Cool. Easy enough. And then for you,
34.
34.
My rolls are so bad.
100.
I literally got a 0.
Technically,
Well, on that, it's the
could give
highest,
us
actually.
That's the highest on that dice.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's a
This is
D10.
the D10, yeah.
So 1 is the lowest, 0 is technically 10.
So it's 10,000 to 80?
Well, technically 10, it just kind of like 80,
If you got like double 0 and then
10.
a 0 would be
100.
100.
Yeah. So
With
if
an
I get
80,
double 0.
this one is interesting because this is purely like role play
So actually
mechanics.
got
And
the
then
highest.
34, you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty
Cool. We'll get to that one in a bit. You all look around across the surface and someone watching over your shoulders. Your party members, are they staring at you with a little bit of mischief in their eyes? Is it just mild sort of paranoid effect that comes over all of you as this walk continues, this quiet lunar surface? Something about it right now is it's not
Just-
overwhelming by any degree, but it's just, is something wrong?
I'm gonna stop.
Watch your backside.
I'm turning around. I'm looking at them.
Okay, yeah, you look between the two of them, and like even like looking at them, you're just like, can I trust these guys?
I cast Zone of Truth.
Trust Pisces.
I will have all of you guys make a wisdom saving throw.
For this.
Oh.
For everybody.
Oh, wow.
Fucking
Pretty good.
Conduit is rolling well. It's the first
I
nat
bet
20
I
I've
rolled
gotten.
better. Fuck! I rolled 19.
Hey, that's pretty good though.
Okay. And
Man.
then,
I got 29.
Wait,
should we
so
just roll a
wisdom?
d20 and then we add the wisdom bonus?
Wisdom saving throw should be right up I don't know, Brie, if you could point it out to.
Hi.
So is it
Um,
where's the wisdom
15.
save?
Okay, you
Right
unfortunately
here.
So
are a
whatever
little
you
gripped
roll,
by
you get
paranoia.
double.
I was
I'm gonna
scrolling
cast Zone
down
of
too much,
Truth.
thank
Oh,
you.
Okay,
no
got you.
29.
Wait, no, I'd add 5, right?
You make it.
You add 5 to whatever you roll.
Oh,
So
okay.
you roll a d20, and then you add 5 Oh, yeah. There's some.
18 plus 5. Like,
23.
23, yeah.
So 20, 29, 23. You guys, not only do you, like, stave this off and conduit with her nat 20, you realize, oh, the zone we need to get, like, out of to get rid of this, like, whatever the sense is, it ends in about 40 or 50 feet or so.
Okay.
You cast Zone of Truth as the paranoia begins to take hold into
I
your mind.
stop and I cast this.
Okay, you cast it right here in the circle, immediately surrounding all of you guys. You can choose to make a wisdom saving throw if you want.
Charisma.
Oh, charisma, sorry.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Zone of Truth. I always
Yeah.
forget that one.
If I want to avoid it,
You're a cleric, so you know this spell.
yes.
Um,
I would want to
Actually,
avoid it.
you guys are all pretty advanced astral travelers. I'd say you all would know this spell. So, yeah, charisma saving throws if you guys want to avoid this. The other side being, if you choose to fail it, you just have to tell the truth while you're in the circle.
Impossible.
Cheeto chooses to fail it.
Okay, cool. Okay, gotcha. Conduit fails as well.
Now, does he know that we failed it?
So
Yes.
you would, yeah.
I know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw.
Gotcha,
Yeah, I
gotcha.
think that's fairly unique to Zone of Truth, so that's
Yeah.
fun. But cool. So failure, yeah,
So I
failure,
have
failure,
13.
and success. Oh, 13?
Yes. Or do
Oh,
I?
gotcha.
Do I roll for
Spell
it?
save is
Yes?
17.
So that does not make it.
You know what?
Charisma saving throw.
That's fair.
All right, cool. So yeah.
Okay.
What are your intentions?
I like food and I want to eat lots of fish.
Also, you have to be very truthful, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the sense that's the truth.
Alright. I'm suspicious of that one, but...
Yeah, you can see Conduit just looks at you. And you hear her voice back in your mind, just
Yeah.
like, yes, what is it?
What are your intentions on this?
My intentions are
Expedition.
to complete the mission and then return to my captain.
What are your intentions on this adventure?
I would know what spell level Zone of Truth is, correct?
You would know. Yes, because you're a cleric.
Okay.
Second level.
Okay. So I'm going to say my intentions are to get closer to the, and then I'm gonna try to cast
By the way,
spell magic before I say anything else.
the Zone of Truth, you aren't compelled to say things. You can choose to just not speak.
Fair.
Yeah.
But you do also have a paranoid gnome questioning you, so I get it.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna try to dispel it, so I'm not tempted to say anything.
Sure. I was going to say, a base level Dispel Magic will just knock
3.
that out. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. So the Zone of Truth is immediately dispelled. And you can see Conduit is immediately going to go over and just, like, pick you up and start carrying you away from this zone of effect.
What are you doing? What are you
Are
doing?
you going to try to struggle out of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Cheeto just kind
Ooh,
of.
okay.
Can I give him disadvantage by like trying to like
How dare you.
stabilize him and like calm him down? Like
Net one.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah, you can
matter.
give her advantage.
I got a net one.
Okay, cool. And yeah, you see for her, despite being, what did you get? She's a sorcerer. She's not very strong. Carries you over to the end of this zone, and you suddenly feel the paranoia drop out of your mind.
Ah. Oh.
Her voice comes back through. I think we might have to be a decent bit careful with each other up here.
Sorry about that.
It's about this point. You rolled a 34, correct?
Yes.
Oh my. Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, how'd you roll so high? It
All right.
was a D100.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, as you all just kind of like walk forward,
Yeah, normally.
yeah, absolutely. Nothing just happened. You are kind of starting to get close to this point where you are to enter in down here, when all of a sudden, you all have this weird feeling, and immediately I think it's uncomfortable to you, given how cats hate baths, as the air becomes thick like water, thick enough to swim in, as you all, it's just suddenly just kind of like slightly float above the ground.
Cheeto's one of those weird cats that really actually likes water
Okay.
and swimming.
Cool, got you.
Okay,
Just like
dude.
Rise.
Oh no, Rice hates water.
Oh, I thought he loved it. Okay,
No.
makes sense. Given the amount of times that he fucking... Anyways,
That he
he just dunked his head in the fucking sink in the middle of the night.
was pretty
You
funny.
know, he demanded that we always keep the faucet running.
I miss that cat. All right, but
Funny cat.
as you guys begin to go forward, you all just find yourself kind of like swimming
Can we
through
breathe
the air
still?
here. Yeah, weirdly
Okay.
enough. Yeah, but you all just continue to make your way like. Boop, 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 boop.
I'm pretty. I have What is it?
Cheeto starts flipping and performing tricks in the water.
Make an acrobatics check.
I have a
I'd
35
like to.
like swimming speed, so.
Oh, cool. Yes, you actually move a little bit faster than everyone
I
here.
rolled a 30.
30.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got a 20.
Oh, was it nat 20?
Nat 20
No.
plus a plus 10.
Fuck.
It's technically
Oh.
50.
Technically, it's a 50. For
Wait,
for
a
nat
nat 20
20s, instead of automatically successes, we just double them.
So the 20 is always technically a 40.
Whoa, that's
So
crazy.
50.
50.
There is this moment where I think all of you guys, for the duration of like the next minute or so, actively like come under the effect of like a charm, as if it was by magic, as there's just this ethereal gliding dance that Cheeto Binx does through the sea here. There's just this moment
Like
of
a
like,
cat mermaid.
like
Yeah.
you initially you kind of
Yeah.
like look at it and you're just like, oh, that's very like graceful, and then you're just looking at it, it's just like, my God, it's like it's effortless, and then you kind of like you're just like it's swept up into it, like you're like just seeing this beautiful moving performance. But over the course of the next like few minutes, just like physically, like you guys take the charmed effect.
Oh, I can't take charm, but it's pretty nice.
Okay, so you are immune to
Gonna
it.
be a half elf.
I mean, even still, oh yeah, Baffle, you can appreciate this.
Yes.
You're still just like, oh, this is
Wait.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And yeah, as that like time seems to pass like nothing at all. In fact, it's almost a weird feeling as well of like almost like no time at all has actually passed.
Oh god.
As you all make your way up to the front, where you can see this little lip opens up, like a crater down into the moon.
We finally made it.
Hi.
You all see, glowing down from inside of this cavernous hole, there is a light, like light blues and bouncing yellows and reds, coming down from further in. And you all feel this weird feeling of like a pleasant vertigo, like everything slightly like shifting, but it's in like that happy, hazy, almost drunk way. As you all kind of like look down this place. So, what are you guys doing?
Cheeto wants to
really
investigate
quick.
the lights, the lights, the laser lights.
Okay.
He wants to
Make
time
an
to play.
Make an investigation check.
Gotcha.
Okay. I was. Oh wait, I know exactly.
If there's any
what
check
this
you guys
is.
want to make.
I just realized I have no magic resistance. I get advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving
Oh
throws.
fuck,
Wow.
that's
19.
good. 19. Okay, got you. Any checks you guys are
For
making?
what? I have dark vision perception.
Perception. Cool. Yeah, we can go with that. And for you?
I'm actually gonna try to use one of my omens, which is essentially just using the augury.
Augury is a fun
Augury
spell. I
spell?
love that one.
It's a very interesting spell.
Cool.
Yes,
We'll
so-
get to that in a second then, because that's gonna take a second.
Okay.
Cool. For the two of you guys, investigation and perception. Okay, so 21, and then what was it? 19? What did you have?
19.
19. Okay. Yeah, for the both of you, and Kroll, as you see Cheeto begin to like boing 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 down like this this hallway here. There's like literally like just cat galloping all the way down. You can see as he's like clearly chasing the lights. You look down and you notice that like everything here, it's like you're looking down the side of a straw that is constantly like moving. Everything is weird and bending and shifting in a way that like you can feel the tension of like reality like threatening to break, but it never quite does.
Alright. I don't know how to feel about that.
Augury, and yeah, you see much the same thing, although I think transfixed by the lights.
Just a wee bit, but if there was any real danger,
I said, be careful, Cheeto.
Okay, got you. I'll keep you updated as you're going down the tunnel, so that's good.
And do these lights seem to go throughout most of this? It's just down here?
It does. They kind of like get faded and lens flary a bit down the way, so it makes it hard to like see super far into it. But yeah.
Okay, then I will look to the future of our fates a little bit.
Got you.
Using these lights as
By the way,
one of the signals, like
fun
a
thing is
bird
you-
chirping or
Oh.
something like
okay, I was gonna say yeah, you get to choose like the manner in which you tell this future. So
that. Yes.
is this very, kind of like a canary in a mine sort of situation?
Canary in a mine?
Yeah, you never heard about that?
No.
Oh, okay.
they would
Give
start.
me a quick
Explain.
explanation. Listen.
So miners would keep canaries back in the old mining days, and if there was like an oil leak, which would indicate that something was definitely going to explode because they all used like oil and torch lamps with flame.
Yes.
The canary would start chirping if it could sense it, because the humans could not smell it, the
Yeah.
gases, but
Right.
the canary can. So they would take the canary in, and if the canary chirps, they're in deep shit and they need to get the fuck
Yes.
out.
It was
I
actually
remember that
very
now. I actually remember
It was
that.
actually
Nice.
very rude because their bodies are so small they usually end up dying from it, and that's
Yeah.
Oh.
very
Yeah.
sad. But
Yeah.
Essentially.
Cool.
I do want to
okay,
feel
the
out
bird's
our
already
either
dead.
good or bad results.
Fair enough. Yeah, I will say, interestingly enough, then as you feel this parrot departing from you for a moment, you sort of see it like it's almost like it's
Cool, yeah, I want to tell through Pisces. Nice.
yeah, it's almost like that feeling of like when you see like a representation of electricity going down a conduit, down like wiring, where you can see like the pulses of it like zzz, zzz, zzz. It's kind of like that, where it just repeatedly takes these different paths. Let's see here. So you receive an omen about the specific course of action you plan to take. Okay, so what are you
sticking to our plan?
Okay. Are you just trying to just like suss out just general? Is this good? Is this bad? Or anything in particular?
Originally, if the lights are a good or bad sign for our fates, if there's something we can trust, rely on, or if there's something we should totally avoid.
Got you.
As well as the path that we will be taking, hopefully will be completed. I don't know how long it will take, but again, over like the next 30 minutes.
Okay.
If the plan that we have mapped out, now that we're actually at the base of this thing, is okay.
Got you.
Or any immediate dangers
Interestingly enough, with this
that we haven't seen or
spell.
considered.
Got you. As you begin to sense it forward, you immediately get this kind of like feeling back of like, or like see the signals back of whoa. Then you watch everything kind of shift and bend again, and you see wheel for better results. Then you see it shift to a mix, and then back and forth, and one and the other, and you've cast this spell a number of times. This is not how this spell is supposed to work. So whatever is here is highly transmutative and constantly changing. Yeah.
Wow.
Which, in and of itself, despite the fact that it doesn't give you anything concrete, tells you something
Super
interesting
helpful.
about this place, yeah.
It's not just our eyes. Just as we're going into this, following the same plan that we've set out and everything, me and Pisces have cast a further look into our fates about 30 minutes from now, roughly, and it's constantly changing. This is completely abnormal. Things are normally pretty straightforward. If it's constantly changing, that literally means anything can happen.
I thought fate always changes like that.
It does, for this much in a short amount of time.
Yeah, that's not
Something
normal.
in this area is
I see.
very unpredictable.
Is that why we're floating around in the soup?
It's soup. No.
It's like
Are we still doing
I was
that?
gonna say, you're still running down the...
Oh yeah.
Can we
fair
still
enough.
swim to the
Oh,
air?
my
Or is
bad.
that?
Oh,
No, that was above, yeah.
Then he's just like, I like the soup.
Okay. It could be dangerous soup. It could be okay soup. We'll go into the soup.
Good soup.
You also suddenly get this feeling of like stopping, of like you're about to race off the edge of a cliff, and you just like stop on instinct. As
Wait
you,
for us.
yeah, as you guys kind of like catch up, you all begin to watch as everything around, and Conduit following you guys as well, everything begins to kind of like shift and change, and this large tunnel into the earth begins to kind of like dilate and then contract, and then you can see parts of it begin to like peel off in places, and the things you see beyond immediately make you question just everything that you've seen for your entire life. You see like this almost infinity loop of mirrors breaking through from different spots. You see bright flashing lights.
Does Cheeto like recall any of this from a potentially a prior catnip trip?
Make a... I'm gonna say make either a nature or an arcana check for me.
Okay, let's see.
Um,
Nope, I suck at both. Damn.
But yeah, looking, you can see there's like the fog clouds coming through. There's these
14.
14? Okay, that's actually not terrible.
It was all the roll.
Yeah, just these bright clouds of like matter, but you can see like are at the same time and space both these clouds of dense matter and also burning spinning suns and also long dead black holes, all occupying the same sort of space and time. And once again, still stretched out across infinity. You can see these open caverns into the earth, this just infinite down and up, and compression and extraction. These like various just like veins of minerals splitting through everything, just like pushing your minds to the limits of what
Like
they
Doctor
can.
Strange
Oh my God.
going through that.
Very much, yes. 14, there was. I'm gonna go ahead and say there was something that you were offered once upon a time. It's up to you whether or not you ended up taking it. That the effects were explained to you, And then they said that this drug had a potent connection to the far realm.
Yes.
So you would have taken it?
Cheeto would have.
Okay, got you.
We
So-
do not incriminate the players here on this stream, especially when the players are medical workers.
No, I get what
Yeah,
you're saying.
man. Come on.
Anyways, as you guys are continuing this, you begin to have this revelation of like, oh, I have seen this before. You're all astral travelers. You know the basic kind of like makeup of the world. The four elemental planes holding up the universe. And the only other thing surrounding it, for the longest time, thought to be the abyss, the place where demons spawn from, the infinite layers. But before that, before everything was formed, you know, the realm that the kind of creator god of this world came from, is a place known as the Far Realm, a place of kind of endless thought beings that never really fully manifested into the universe, which this creator god was one such being. But essentially, you think kind of like Lovecraftian, like outer planes of just like this kind of like infinite, unformed everything before the universe came into existence.
This is where Thursday Wursy came from.
This is.
Thursday words.
Yes, big old beholder boy. But yeah, the Far Realm. And like, are you saying this out loud, like communicating this to the rest of them?
Like, I remember this from my catnip trip, like that. Saying what?
Like, yeah, saying anything, like explaining this in any ways. It's up to you how you would like to do that.
Well, you know, our boy Cheeto here, he has an intelligence level of 8.
Ah,
So he's probably just gonna be like, I saw this in a catnip trip once. This is awesome.
all right, cool.
Does it bring you there?
Be very careful.
But yeah, I will say go ahead and make a religion check. Conduit seems familiar with this. Go ahead and make a history check for me, being a deep gnome.
I may do something.
16.
I'll say for you it could probably be like history or like religion.
Oh, just for the like effect. I mean,
Just like to figure out like what this is, yeah. Oh, what'd you get?
16.
16? You've heard of the Far Realm enough before to be like, oh yeah, this sounds like stories that I used to hear around like campfires. But also like, and like with like some of the gnomes that were very like deep into like the kind of like more, you know, occult manner of like, it's kind of like deep gnome society. But yeah, if that is true, then this is a place of like pure, like if the universe is solid, this place is a liquid.
out of 15.
15. You get much the same. You have a basic understanding of the Far Realm outside of the universe. You've never drawn upon its power, but you've heard enough of it in like your religious studies to be like, to also kind of get that same thing of like, oh, that's where we are.
Wow,
Yeah.
I've never seen this.
Like we're there, or like some
Like
parts of it like drain into the space.
like somebody took a very tiny piece of it and put it here.
Wow.
But yeah, with that, as this tunnel kind of like completely dissolves into just like this space surrounding you all, what are you all doing?
I'd say this is something very new. It's something that Starcy would want to see more of, being that it's so strange.
Got you.
Plays with her fate a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to try. Well, I think it just does it. I'm not sure. And cast a 6th level spell.
Okay.
The one called True Seeing.
Interesting. Make an intelligence check for me.
Okay, because I don't know if that would actually, if I'm already seeing everything that there's to be seen. I mean, that's very good. That's 19.
19. You are educated enough to know this, and like smart enough to
Yes.
figure out with the effects of that spell. True Seeing lets you see things for how they truly are. There is no invisibility. There's no mask obscuring anything. It is what it is. There is this nagging feeling in the back of your mind that this is what your brain's allowing you to see right here. If you try to push past that magically, there is a high chance that it is just going to completely like warp your existence into something completely like this is not something mortal minds are meant to like really see.
Okay.
There is a risk that you could do it, but there, and like maybe it would help you navigate, but there is a huge risk that comes with it of like Like you stare into the abyss, it stares back into you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was just thinking about that with the ocean.
Yeah.
So I'll say that Starcy, out of pure starstruck curiosity and intrigue, goes to cast it, but then Pisces catches her and goes like, "Ah, too much, too much."
Okay.
Pisces have seen this.
Yes.
Just warning you.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry. No, you're right. Okay.
Alrighty.
So,
we
by
should
the way,
proceed.
I should mention as that happens and like the parrot voice comes out, you all see this like small image of a ghostly parrot that very quickly blows up to planetary proportions behind Starcy before just once again swirling back into the ether.
Yeah.
I see it
we should
now.
move forward.
Yeah.
What happened?
I see the parrot now.
He looks very
He's always here.
delicious. I mean, handsome. The handsome bird.
I'm gonna take delicious as a compliment, not as you're trying to eat
I
him.
would.
Yes, totally.
Yes.
Yup.
We'll just keep a distance.
So, is there like still a path we're going on, and it's just happening around us?
So that's what kind of what we're going through here. Is like there is still this weird connecting string. It's less like somebody's taken a spot of the far realm and more like they've created a path out of it. Like a string of it has been pulled
Is
along
Find
this
the
area.
Path still going on?
It is, and thanks to the fact
yeah.
that Conduit is an aberrant mind sorcerer,
Yeah.
makes it a little bit easier. You guys picked a very good person to come with
She's
you.
like, I've seen this before. Let's go. Keep
Uh,
going.
Um,
Oh no.
yeah, it begins to follow the path, but once again, it is odd and complicated. I'm going to need all of you now to roll me a d100.
Oh yeah. D. Dead.
I don't think
It's
Conduit's
this
making it
one and
out
then
here
this
alive.
one, It's,
We will
it's
see.
a
We will
leading
see.
number and then the tens.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Opposite, but yes, you got it.
And if you get an 80 or a 34, just re-roll since we've already done those two.
Okay. This is.
Reroll what?
80 or 34 if you get either of those, just so we got those two already.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got close.
32.
Very cool. All right.
92.
92, 32, and
59.
59. Cool. We're going to start with you and then go back over here. I think we've been starting over here a lot, so.
Yeah.
59. 59?
Mm-hmm. So close. To
Nice.
yeah.
At this current point in time, the formation of Hayanix and the great railways are just starting. But you, and you've been familiar with this, suddenly see these tracks cross in front of you, and immediately you see one after another, there's this of these trains just railing along, just like halfway coming off of the tracks, disappearing and reappearing like some sort of fucked up Polar Express, as it is just like crashing and boomeranging around each other. And you can see at one point they like come together, but they pass through each other, and then at certain points they just explode into this slow-mo like explosion of just fire and like shrapnel, and then they reconnect around each other and just continue to go forward. What's it called?
I had way too much grog.
Yeah.
There we go. I need you to make a
Yes.
strength check for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, have pretty decent strength.
Okay.
21.
21. It was a 20 DC.
Oof, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you feel
That's
one of
high.
these trains, like you suddenly feel the train tracks underneath you as your foot like are essentially rooted to them for a moment, and just as you feel yourself like come free, you feel this force of the train impact against your body. But once again, it's a little bit like easier with the focus that you had earlier of like that spot on the moon. That's where the path is. You focus your attention just on an instinct, and you feel the train shred around you, and once again, like it was hitting the other train, reconnect on the other side and go outwards into the eternal just expanse. You succeeded your check, which is very good because you were close to being shunted up to 5,000 feet away.
Oh, cool. I would have fast traveled deeper to the city.
Yeah. that would've-
And gotten
Oh
hit by
my
a train,
gosh.
more importantly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would have also not been. There was also some damage associated with that.
I like trains.
30, 32?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Make a perception check. This is a more simple one.
Wait, so that only happened to me?
That only happened to you. You are the only one that sees this.
Oh.
All of you are kind of having
okay.
like these like momentary like flinch reactions as you're
Oh, no.
like all of your realities are vastly changed around you. There is no reality here.
Did anybody see those trains that just hit me?
Oh, like you saw
Well,
my
you had a
parrot
lot of
earlier?
grog.
Yeah. Or didn't see my
Sorry,
parrot
perception?
earlier?
Perception, yes.
I guess so.
So I'm proficient in it, so 15.
15? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let me double check what the DC is for that, because you're all fucking different.
That's the sound of the train
15,
hitting
you said?
me.
Oh, that is a soft fail. So what we're going to do. Have you done a high or low roll before? Okay. So when you soft fail or fail something by 1 point, I like to do the house rule of high or low. So I roll a number. I see what it is. If you think that it's 9 or lower, you do low. If you think it's 10 or higher, you do high. And if you guess correctly, the outcome goes in your favor.
Oh, it's like maps in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
know it was
shit.
by one, though.
Yeah,
That's
only by
super
that's the
close.
only time that I do
never
it.
knew that.
Yeah.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, you guys soft fail things a lot.
Soft fail.
Yeah.
That's
What the
like
heck?
my entire life motto.
Yeah.
Did you already roll it?
Yes, I did. So I know what it is.
Low.
It was a 6.
Okay.
So
So I got it.
you
Yes.
got it,
Yeah.
which is good.
That's good.
So as you are kind of making your way around, you suddenly look and you notice that there is this small sphere of space about 5 feet across, like a normal D&D tile space. You're not sure why. That is the most dangerous space in existence. You do not want to touch that.
What?
And I will let you know that by telling that it's there and that nobody should touch that space, you've succeeded on your check. So
Now I want to touch that space.
What
Like
the
what?
heck? The most dangerous
Guys,
space.
whatever you do not go right here. Don't.
Right here?
No, don't.
it's up to you if you want to
No,
touch it.
Oh my god, I really
You will
want
die in the
to.
worst way imaginable.
Is it
I am
worth it?
not exaggerating, I promise.
As the DM, I will say that's not wrong.
Yeah. Based on what I saw omen-wise earlier, I wouldn't doubt it, Kroll. I would
No,
not
Kroll
doubt
believes
it.
you. Cameron really wants to flip
I
you.
know. I'm
talking to Kroll.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Throw your parrot in there. Wait, it's fine.
We just lose our little dwarfy friend really early on.
What? How would you?
Well, gnome friend.
No.
No,
No.
sorry.
Wow.
I promise
Can't
I'm not
believe
We got a
racist.
stick to throw in. We got a rock to rock.
Do any of you have something you'd like to throw in? Personal possession? Something?
Oh, I pull up an anchovy. I just have on me, you know.
No, don't follow it, Cheeto.
Can I have
No,
it?
I'll hold him back. No.
Into the square.
Oops.
For any of you that have driven through the fleet and any of the time that they have been passing by a black hole, you immediately recognize the manner in which this anchovy is instantly, irretrievably annihilated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why did you have to go and waste good food like that?
I have more.
He catches it like a dog playing fetch.
There you go.
All is right in the world.
Yeah, as you quickly move away from that.
I have a bag of holding just filled with anchovies or fish. I don't, but it'd be really funny.
52 you said, Bree?
No, 92.
Oh, 92.
Oh, yeah.
That means we won.
We won.
Won the game.
Can I cast guidance on myself again?
It's cantrip, so yeah.
It's a cantrip.
You can.
I don't know if it's gonna help.
I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Wait,
so,
does guidance help with saving throws?
no, it does not. That would be
ability
bless.
checks.
That would be bless.
I'm on my own.
Oh yeah, that's a spell.
By the way, soft morning, we're at 9:30.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Okay, nice. 27.
27, gotcha. As all of you guys see,
I just chose a dice.
the rest of you guys just see Starcy stops for a moment. Sorry, what was the total again?
93.
27.
27 for that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah, for wisdom saving throw, you just sit there for a moment, and suddenly everything is very calm. But then you realize it's silent, and that there is just nothing going on around you. You don't see anybody else. There's no perception here. You're just here, quiet and alone, and you feel this kind of stretch on, this silence, this loneliness. After about 10 days,
I'm sorry?
you feel yourself come out of this.
10
And
days.
managing to keep the strength of will to sort of
Wow.
stay sane in this just moment of
moments.
Stuck. Well,
Wow.
yeah. For the rest of you guys, you can see just Starcy just like stuck for a moment, and then like continue onwards as if nothing has happened.
Oh, it was really nice to talk to my mom again.
Excuse me.
Oddly, oddly enough, Starcy spent 2
Oh, fuck.
weeks in solitary, thinking that she was listening to her mom when she was a kid. So it was a similar feeling.
There we go.
I'm okay.
You know that makes a lot
I'm
of
okay.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you need
I get
She's okay.
how you are now.
Yeah.
do you need a hug?
Oh well, I was hugging my mom too, but we can.
And for
Man,
oh,
I chose-
interesting. For conduits, that one is interesting. If any of you die during this adventure, something will happen.
They'll die too?
You don't know.
Might be. Okay.
Kroll leaps into the
I like the immediate, just like maybe it's worth it. All right.
Oh god.
But yeah, cool. We'll go over that if any of you die. But yeah, conduit's fine.
Hey, we can do it. I could
I really want to know what that
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Hey,
fair.
we can do it.
Perfect.
The cleric.
As you all kind of follow along this path, you all feel yourselves suddenly no longer in this shifty liminal space. You feel ground underneath your feet, and you hear water dripping from nearby. You could all put your minis on the front of that little hallway right there. You've got a little bit of a space to investigate.
With all the corpses?
Yes.
Where are we coming out of?
That'll be
Here?
coming out of, yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Why are there so many
Wait,
corpses?
which one am I?
Why is there a corpse in the fountain? That's so unsanitary.
Thank you.
This
This
one?
one.
Yes.
Um,
Very unsafe.
also, since we don't have the stream deck, if one of you guys could go hit the map thing on the computer, I would appreciate it. Hey, there you go. Appreciate it.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
You don't run away when it get hard.
Which button is it?
Just underneath the scenes, just go to map. I guess just make sure the mixer is working while you're at it. Because I think the mixer should be fixed on that screen, but that's...
Colors,
Okay. So we're good?
I think.
Okay, got you. I guess one of you guys can just keep an eye on it, so that'd be good. But yeah, you all see this space spread out before you. Is there anywhere particular in this map that you would like to go?
Can I start like examining the corpses and trying to figure out why there are corpses?
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
Is it table?
Oddly enough, I would also examine the corpses first. Being that they're
19,
undead.
finally.
19,
Or
got you.
at least like listening
Even
to
though-
what's happening here.
Even though little Cheeto Binx has no brain cells when it comes to medicine.
Yeah.
Matt, is it the one that says table?
The will of the
It should be. I
player,
think it
if
should
you
just
will.
say maps.
I would see maps.
Okay. I don't actually know what Alex named the scenes when he was setting them all up,
Oh
so.
my god.
Oh, fair. Oh, and
Is it under
different.
sources?
It should be under scenes.
It just says scene.
Oh, I can check and see what we're on.
Okay, got you.
I'm on the stream.
Oh, he's probably on the YouTube one, not the Twitch one. Sorry, folks. Technical stuff is very hard.
Oh yeah, maybe YouTube. So right now I'm on
Here.
Twitch with just Lightfoot.
Bree, do you want to keep them entertained?
Why is there only one scene?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl.
we fix this.
Send me a kiss by wire. Hello.
I thought this would be easy.
How are you guys doing today?
Why do you only have
Let's talk deep. I'm gonna be kind of back and forth right now. I'm gonna be watching from your eyes through my eyes to make sure that the map cam gets up when the cam gets up, so you can see where all of our characters are placed as we are investigating. Now, everyone's here right now. I am just the only one visible. So Matt is still Matt. Hey Matt, what's up, dude? Cam is still Cam. We actually have. What are you guys laughing at?
The overlay.
Oh, we actually have a special guest right now, which is in Cam's seat. They're also currently invisible, but
Ooh.
you can. Oh God! They're dead now. They're now dead. But Cam is visible, and so is Matt. See? Both of them are here. Oh God!
Alright.
Oh, are we good?
Being held gunpoint.
Boom.
Wait, we
yeah,
shouldn't joke
yeah,
about
yeah,
that on
it's
good.
stream.
Yeah.
We're
We
gonna
were
get like
laughing
FBI
because we
rated.
had
No,
like
no.
2 overlays or something. It was
Oh my God.
But
That
yeah,
was
with
a
your
little
weird.
medicine check, you. Sorry about the
Good.
technical difficulty, guys. We're having
I
fun
chose
here.
to do something different. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. With your medicine check, you look down and you immediately like see these bodies, and you're just like, oh, these were killed. Like, there's no, like, oh, maybe they...
That's it? That's all
like,
I know.
like, maybe they were, like, drowned. I mean, it's unpleasant. You look at it, you can see they were either, like, bludgeoned,
Murdered.
stabbed, like, a mix of things. You can see one of their heads is, like, shriveled up.
I wouldn't imagine most people would choose to die in a fountain.
I would imagine not, no.
Mm-hmm.
But yes. Just going for a quick swim.
Do I know about how long ago they were killed based off of the scent? Because I'm a kitty with a strong nose.
I would say it seems fairly fresh. Like within about a month or so.
So is this like a cave or?
You're not sure. As you look around, it seems almost like kind of catacomb-esque.
Okay.
While I'm also over by the corpses and the bones and jazz.
Oh, your face isn't on camera anymore.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, why not?
It's literally just like everything from your nose up is chopped off currently on the Twitch. You're like too tall.
so yeah.
Oh,
it's
I'm too
angled
tall?
upward
Yeah, you're
now.
too tall.
It kind of cropped.
Hi, everybody. I don't know how that happens,
So it's
but
frozen.
Let's see.
No,
oh,
it's
no,
not.
no, no.
It's still shaking.
Still going.
It's still shaking.
And we
Oh.
are.
oh, it's
you
just
are good.
updated. Yeah,
You are now okay.
there we go. Okay, cool. As long as we're good. Probably got to like a tighter angle on this screen.
Most likely. I want to check to make sure that there is no, no further fate strands or any magical influence still tied to their corpses.
Sure.
We
I'd
should
say
be okay.
make a religion check for me, unless you're doing this with a specific spell.
No. Wow. 25.
25? Okay. Yeah, as you kind of like look these over, there is nothing connecting these guys to the universe here. Yeah. Yeah.
Chance of coming back alive and eating us. Alright.
Oh, I see.
But yeah. So bodies, they seem like they were killed, but everything else here, like you step around in the water,
Can I loot them?
nothing weird happens. Yeah, make an investigation check.
Or yeah, most just like investigating them. 21.
21, okay. You can see like most of them just have like little things on them, like daggers. You get about like, say 50, 60 pieces. I'd say 55 pieces of gold from across all of them. You do notice, however, that for the one in the fountain, not on him, but up on like the fountain's like outstretched hand. I just hit the camera. On the fountain's outstretched hand, you can see there is a bag, which looks kind of like a bag of holding, being clutched to it. But it is just kind of like bright tan color that fades up into like a, it's kind of like dandelion, and then bright yellow and gold.
I'll climb up.
Okay.
Can I test to see if the hand moves when I lift it?
Not it's stone, so
Okay.
not really.
I'll take it.
Okay, cool. As you take it out, I will say make a perception check for me.
Oh gosh.
Alright, perception, baby.
Wow. 12.
12. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. You don't see anything else. You just
Okay.
take it up off the thing. Although the rest of you guys just kind of hear this light.
Fuck.
Yeah. As you reach down towards the bag, you can see like, yeah, you now have it in your possession. It looks like a bag of holding aside from the odd color scheme.
I'm gonna open it away from me.
Cool. You open it away from you. Nothing happens. Yeah. You kind of like look
Yeah.
down into it. It's that same kind of like bottomless like look of like what a bag of holding has.
Is there anything in it?
Yeah, you know, normally with the bag of holding, you have to think of what you want and then try to like reach in and pull it out. But
Oh yeah.
as you reach in, you do feel your hand like bump against something. It's like hard, but also like slightly porous and squishy.
I hate that. I'm gonna grab it.
You grab it, and you pull out.
Where's me, Bob?
You pull out a lemon.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Oh wait. I know what this is.
Oh, you
I'm gonna
do?
do it again.
You pull out another lemon.
Yeah. Okay. I know what this is.
You can add the bag of infinite lemons to your inventory.
Oh my god. The bag
Wow.
of infinite lemons.
Back from the first days that we played D&D together.
That.
Wow, that's pretty
It's been
cool.
a long time.
It has been a very long time.
Now someone else has it.
Yes. But yeah, as that happens,
Does Cheeto Cheeto starts playing around with the ones that are on the ground after he starts pulling
cool.
the lemons
As,
out of the
as you kind of start kind of like batting them around, you all notice the sounds of like, and like this sounds coming from down further that way.
Getting closer?
getting closer, but you look behind you, and the only thing behind you is the exit.
The exit we came in.
Yes, and there is that like little mausoleum-looking building off to the side too, but they would be coming from down this way.
Let's hide.
In the mausoleum.
Yeah, let's hide in the mausoleum.
You guys want to hide in the mausoleum? Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Oh, actually, let's hold on.
Yes.
As you do that,
God, where?
I'm gonna go ahead and start putting out enemies.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna just remember I'm gonna do
Oh
something
my
before
God.
we go into hiding. I just have to find it really quick.
Can I still roll my check, or should I stop?
Yeah, go for it. Sorry, a lot of stuff happening. What did I have you roll for again?
Stealth, I think, to hide.
Yes. Okay, gotcha. Oh, gotcha.
But do I sense it seems like enemies coming near us?
Yes.
Oh, a
Okay.
giant sea pancake.
Alrighty, and then
Matt?
for a bit.
I'd like to use my gnome ability. No, wait, this isn't gnome. Is it gnome? Wait a minute. Yes. No. Hang on. No, wait. It's ranger ability.
Ranger ability. Okay.
Okay, I know what I'm doing now before we go into hiding.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm very fearful. So hiding in the mausoleum is what we're aiming to do.
Yes. Which I believe so far we have a stealth check of 21,
Yeah,
or was it 27? I don't remember which.
28.
28. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You're fine.
Okay. Then on the, and I think this is a.
Did you also do a stealth check, by the way?
Can I use Nature's Veil
Interesting.
to become invisible?
Oh, yeah. If it's within the scope of that ability.
Yeah.
I see.
As a bonus action, you can magically become invisible along with any equipment until the start of your next turn.
Cool. Yeah. I'd say even for the nature's part, it kind of makes sense. You being a deep gnome, you're under like a lot of like rocky, kind of like groundish environments. Yeah, it makes total sense. You kind of just start to blend into the wall like a chameleon. With that, then you get advantage on your stealth check. Yeah.
That's way better.
Just want to get a level of like the baseline here before whatever you're gonna do.
Cool.
16.
28, 16, still not bad.
What were you doing? Okay.
Ooh, and conduit for once rolled very low.
Okay, so is the door of the building right on that side, or is it on this side?
It's over on that side. Yeah.
It's on this side.
Yes.
Okay, so then in a 10-foot square.
Okay.
I believe it's a 10-foot area.
Sure.
In front of the door.
Yeah.
So that creatures cannot pass through into the door.
Okay.
And then. Yeah, I'm gonna have it right there.
Have what right there? I don't think you still said it.
Could be right there. Put it there, man.
Yeah.
Put it right there.
It's like,
I'm
Matt,
gonna-
you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, 10 feet.
So,
Do it.
Starcy is going to cast Symbol.
Oh.
There, yes.
Oh, jeez.
And she is going to do the death symbol because she knows
Death
there are enemies coming, and Starcy needs to protect everyone or needs to be safe with everyone.
Got you.
Which is
So you're taking a minute to do this.
oh, this does take a minute.
It does take a minute.
Yeah.
I would probably try to.
You know, like if you're stealthy, there's a chance you
I
can
know.
do that.
I'm gonna. So move is I'm gonna try to stealth and then cast this symbol, so that we can have an area of safety.
Okay,
Or
cool.
kind of like
Sure, I
it might
guess.
end up being in the direction of which they're coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make a stealth check for
Yeah,
me.
but it'll still take a minute, so I'll still need to be stealthy. It was a nat 20! I rolled out
With a
a nat 20!
nat 20? I mean, fuck yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, of course you
if
can.
Fate'll have it.
Turn it back into cricket for a moment there.
Yo, goddammit.
But yeah.
Speaking of which, Cricket's character card it keeps showing on the screen.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't disable it on the map one.
Yeah.
Oh!
You know what? It's fine. Just ignore cricket.
It's the-
Cricket.
I'll fix it
Ignore
for
the
next
cricket.
week. But
People do.
yeah. Taking the minute, you begin casting this spell. But as you're focusing on that, the two of you notice that like conduit just kind of like goes into the back, just sees this kind of like shield plate hanging on a wall there,
Yeah.
just like lined with deep speech, and just like in a moment of curiosity, like reaches forward to touch the side of it, But you watch as it like falls off the lip and just like down onto the ground very loudly. And immediately you all just hear the sounds of like
All right.
coming up towards the front of the mausoleum.
Well, while
Starcy.
Starcy
Okay.
was doing that, I was gonna do something.
Let's see
Yeah.
now. Testing time, 1 minute.
Primeval awareness
Ooh.
for a minute.
Oh, primeval awareness is a good one. Okay.
For 1 minute per level of the spell slot you expand, you can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 6 miles.
Holy
Wait, no,
fuck.
sorry, 1 mile. 6
Okay.
miles if it's your favorite terrain.
Oh, okay, got you.
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah.
So, I expend 1 spell slot.
Got you. Yeah.
I'll just do like 1 minute. So it's first level spell slot.
Yes. Aberrations.
All of them.
A lot of them.
Okay.
In
That's
this
cool.
room, you can immediately count the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 placed on there, right? Yeah,
It says it doesn't reveal the creature's location or number.
Oh, it doesn't reveal the number. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, you just
I
feel
just know what's in the vicinity.
a lot of aberration.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay.
I'll tell.
But
We're surrounded by aberrations.
yeah. As that clink happens, you can see this one creature runs up to the door. If you could just place it right in front of the door there.
Oh, cool.
Oh, here, around that side, in front of
Right
the door.
here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And immediately just begins like you can see these bony claws like right up against the grate here. With that amount of noise, they're gonna attract anything else that's around.
Can I shoot through
Uh,
the thing?
yeah. Make an attack roll.
Okay. Wait, let me pull my bow.
So is the death wall up?
I was gonna say I'll
Uh,
also let everyone know, because I am stealthing casting it. I'll speak to you in the mines.
Mhm.
That the glyph is going to be in front of the mausoleum door.
Mhm.
If you are in it, you'll be fine. Just make sure to say the safe word, Captain Esteller, and you will be okay.
Um,
I
That's
see.
no
Safe word,
particular
alright.
reason.
I will say, judging by how good everybody else got on their stealth checks, you get about, say, 48 seconds into casting this. So there's about 2 rounds that you need to make it before this becomes active.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're taking a shot?
Yes.
Got you.
Yeah, okay, just a normal
Am I-
shot.
Am I still stealth?
You are still stealth, yes. Unless you take an action, you will remain stealth.
Okay. Hang on. I have so many abilities.
Be with the
Makes sense.
do.
Rangers. They get a lot of interesting stuff.
And my Monster Slayer Ranger.
Oh, very fun class. People give Rangers too much shit. I like Rangers.
I do too. I mean, I used to be one of the ones that gave him shit, but
Are you a ranger?
yeah.
I didn't do that, but yeah.
Yeah,
Load. Thank you.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's an action.
But yeah, as he's doing that, you're casting a spell.
Yes.
Cheeto Binx, are you doing anything?
I can do a sneak attack, right?
You could do a sneak attack from stealth, yeah. You could do it at the same time as Kroll.
Okay. So with
That
my
means I
Slayer's
need to
okay.
get,
You need to make an attack roll.
but I also, in order to do that, I need to be outside the mausoleum, so I'll be locked outside while they're locked inside.
No, you could just come up to the door and like
Oh.
stab through or like throw your dagger.
Safe
Mhm.
word.
Yeah, you just
It's
have
not
to say the
active
safe
yet.
word,
Oh,
when
right.
it's active.
Yeah, when it is active, I can get back in. Okay, never mind. I was thinking, you just explained that.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll prepare for a sneak attack. Truthfully, I just don't know how that works with the magical daggers you gave me.
Oh, I got you. So here, we'll go over that in 1 second.
Does a
you're doing
14 hit?
14 for that. I will have to check if it hits. Actually, while I'm doing that, so for your attacks, it's just going to be a D20 plus your attack bonus plus 3. Although the attack bonus should have already. I think I updated it manually, so that should be the right attack bonus.
Attack bonus. Where is it? This is such a sad song.
Yeah.
Yes. Attack bonus with a weapon? There's nothing down here, right?
I don't think so. No, he doesn't have any souls at all.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it should just be under his weapons.
weapons and armor. Attack bonus.
Yeah, but that's claws.
There's nothing else about that? Okay.
No, you didn't put anything else
What's
in there.
your dexterity modifier?
My dex modifier
Yes.
is +5.
Okay, and then proficiency at this level is
+5.
+5. So that'll be 10 plus 3. So it'll be plus 13 to hit.
+13.
Yeah, whenever you're using your daggers, it'll be plus 13 to hit.
So 12 plus 13, 25?
25, that will hit. And then for, what did you get again?
14.
Okay, we're going to check if that hits, because I don't think these guys have crazy high. Oh, AC is 12. Yeah, no, that hits. That hits. So both of you guys, go ahead and roll out your damage.
Okay. There's a lot of things I'm going to do, though. So it's going to become my Slayer's Prey.
Okay,
So bonus action, I designate one creature for this feature.
sure.
The first time each turn that you hit the target with weapon, extra 1d6.
Okay,
And other stuff.
got you.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, while you're figuring that stuff out.
Yes.
With your daggers, go ahead and roll out your damage. It's going to be a d4 plus your sneak attack damage.
Just roll max damage.
Oh, nice.
Whoa!
Um,
There we go.
And then my sneak attack damage is 8d6.
At this level, yes, it would be. Since
Yeah.
a fireball's worth.
So I roll this first. Got a 2.
Okay.
And then 8d6.
Yes.
That's good. So it's 8 plus 3 plus 2.
Okay, yeah, and then 7 more times.
Wait, 7?
7 more times. 8d6. You roll that 8 times.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, or all of
Okay.
these are
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
D6s?
I was like, fuck that.
And it's
I'm just
also-
doing this instead.
Yes.
Okay, so we've already got a 3.
you know what? I won't do that. Okay. 18 damage, I think.
18 damage? Got you.
18 piercing.
Yeah. You immediately take the bow, whip it back through, and right through, strikes it right in its gray matter.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a lot of that.
Not very happy about that. You immediately watch it like recoil up on the bars and like threaten to capsize for a moment. Do you have extra attack? You don't know. if I-
Yes.
Cool. So go ahead and make your extra attack. Alrighty. What was your damage?
I had all of these?
All of them.
That's insane. Okay.
I hit.
Honestly, it's not even that much damage for 15 level. Well, not that it's that much damage, but it's, you know, there are crazier numbers.
16, 17, 18,
Oh, you rolled well too.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Plus the 2.
Yeah.
25, 26.
And then plus another flat 3 because your weapons are plus 3 daggers.
29.
29?
Yeah.
29 points of damage total? Cool. Yeah, you take one of your daggers, suddenly just coming out from stealth, you immediately just cat-like vision, just the eyes narrow. You see this, like, one vessel right underneath, like, a lip of the brain is just like, that's the spot. The dagger flies right through and just severs.
12 more damage?
12 more damage. So it was 18 and 12?
Yeah.
Okay, so not bad. Even 32 and a 29 over from you. I think that might
So much stuff to use.
Yeah.
Making sure I got
Oh,
everything.
that actually does just do it between the two of you. Yeah, as the knife or like the arrow comes through, strikes the knife, strikes through right underneath it, and then right as the last arrow comes through, right into the center of it, kind of like splitting down the corpus callosum, and the thing falls down to the ground. Just in time, as you can get backed up fairly quickly, as you kind of like walked up to it, your spell becomes active. But
We got it handled.
you hear across this kind of like commotion that has been heard, these creatures suddenly, their attention has been drawn to where you are. But not only that, you hear the sounds of something else, just bigger, buzzing with energy, just slowly becoming closer. You can all kind of sense it. And
I'll remove this boy.
as this chamber truly begins to break out into chaos, as these creatures begin to both fight each other and try to find you, kind of like stirred crazy by whatever this presence is that has arrived here. I think we will pick up there next week.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. At least you guys got a little bit of combat in.
Yes.
So there's that.
Damn, you did a good job.
Thank
You fucking dispatched that creature.
Yeah, between the two of you guys, they're just like
Murder
arrow, dagger, arrow. Rangers and rogues work well together.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Cheeto is a respected crewmate, and it's not just because he's adorable.
Also
Because
said
he
Luke.
can murder real good.
And is adorable.
And he's adorable.
Well said,
yeah.
yes.
Let's go ahead and place these guys on the
Stabs.
table for next time.
I
It's
mean,
over,
basically, yeah.
furball.
Excuse me, Matt?
What?
Okay, more things have come out now.
Your time has run
But the big thing's not yet on
We
here.
can end stream now.
out.
But yeah,
There's so many cap fun opportunities.
that is true.
That's
Um,
okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in. It has been so wonderful to entertain all of you guys for the night. Come back next week for the finale of I Marks the Spot. And following that, I believe a return to our main campaign, unless we decide to do a one-shot or something. Who knows?
We only get one more session.
You only
yeah.
got one shot.
Right.
There's also always a possibility
No,
for
stops. Yeah.
there's always a possibility for like these characters to return in the future, especially depending on what you guys decide to do in your stories. So that's fun.
I could be Captain
Nope. Okay.
Would y'all like some nice
His
dice
what?
Nothing.
ASMR?
It's something. Oh,
ASMR.
No.
So
ASMR.
I'll go in. I'll go in.
yeah, if you want to end the streams,
Thanks,
remember to
man.
end them on both softwares. All right,
Oh,
guys,
yes.
it's gonna get a little glitchy for a moment, but thank you guys for tuning in for us. So that's great. I always forget we had like an insane moment when we ended it last time.
Oh, where we ended it last time?
Yeah, I don't remember what happened. Something crazy happened right at the end.
Yeah, the wife slung her arm over my
Oh,
shoulder.
Yeah.
Or that was
but
something.
it was
like
something
the
that
very
happened
end.
like as we were ending the stream. I don't remember.
Oh, just like us? Like
I
here?
think so. Somebody yelled
Or
something. Yeah,
in
you're
midnight.
good.
Oh,